Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I am joined today by my most helpful assistant, Alf. He is sitting right below this camera chewing on his favorite starfish squeaky toy. Hopefully you guys don't mind the chomps in the background. To me, any of the pug noises are kind of like ASMR and they're very relaxing, but I also sometimes forget that not everybody lives with a pug. And not everyone might find, their various snorts and snores as endearing as I do, but hopefully you do. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about some more fall candles. We're obviously kicking it off here with some Halloween goodness. And if you are new to my channel, the fun fact is that I don't give a rat's patoot about Halloween. I don't. I love the fall. The fall is like my season. I was born in November on a cold, rainy, awful, dreary morning. And yeah, I have loved that weather my entire life. It's who I am at my core. But Halloween, I've never really gotten into it. I did not originally grow up with Halloween. I am not originally from this country, so for the first 10 years, I had no idea what Halloween was. But I know a lot of you really love this particular day, and yeah, I don't do a lot of Halloween decor. This particular pedestal, I'm sure I'm gonna get questions about it, so let me just get that out of the way. This was a Homeworx Halloween pedestal from last year. In full disclosure, Homeworx was kind enough to send me this particular pedestal to be able to feature on my channel. And I almost felt bad that they sent me this, like, because I am just not the Halloween person, but you know who loves this thing is my daughter. Every time she sees it, it makes her happy. So we do get this pedestal out now for Halloween. That is our new tradition going forward. Most of my fall decor is obviously pumpkins, pine cones galore, you know, things like that, neutral tones. There's not a skull in sight, but these happy little jack-o'-lanterns just, they make Stella happy. So this is going to be our Halloween pedestal every single year going forward. And I don't know if this is ever coming back. I know there will probably be some questions. I think now, if you are over in Great Britain, will you confirm this? I think this was released to you guys this year, right? Like you guys got this pedestal. It is quite cute for what it is. So, but anyway, we are doing more fall candle reviews today, and we're kicking it off with Blood Orange Brew from obviously Homeworx. This I purchased from Homeworx.Shop. It is still available there, and I do have a ambassador discount code with Homeworx.Shop. So if you're interested in ordering from there, I will leave that information in the description box below this video. Homeworx did recently revamp their website, and I personally think it's working a lot better than it has been. So if you have not visited their website, hopefully it's working good for you too. But I also think this is available in a set of 2 from QVC. I'm not sure if that is still available, if it, has sold out yet or not, but I do believe that I saw this over on QVC as well. So with Homeworx.Shop, you can purchase the single candle. With QVC, you are going to get a duo of 2 of the same. So Blood Orange Brew, you guys. So as I said, I am not a Halloween person. However, just the notes on this really appealed to me. So I was very, very curious about it. Now, I am also going to show you like the inside of the candle. I am well past the halfway point here. I am right here. So I'm actually pretty close to being done with this particular scent. And the burn on this has been just fine, but I want to show you the quality of the burn, because I do know there are a couple of people who have experienced quite a bit of tunneling for some reason with some of their both fall and Halloween scents. I have not had that happen. The strength and throw is not back to being like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, obviously, but the overall burn quality that I'm getting is quite good. So, but I will show you a top view here once we get to the strength and throw. But let's go ahead and talk about this scent by itself, because this is very interesting. This is one of those fragrances where I don't know if I just like it or if I love it. I think I'm kind of in between the two. Like, I love it. I don't know if that's a thing. This is not one where I would see myself being like, oh my gosh, I have to get like so many backups of this to have available for, you know, the rest of all time. But if this came back, I think this would totally be the type of thing that I would repurchase next fall and Halloween season. It's a really kind of unique, I would say tangy scent. But let's go over the fragrance notes here. So blood orange, star anise, pomegranate juice, and cinnamon sticks. Nothing about this particularly screams Halloween to my nose, but I'm also not someone who typically, you know, goes for a lot of Halloween candles. Again, it's just not my thing. But I think this overall is just kind of a neat fall scent. Like, if you just wanted to peel the label off of this, which is quite actually, is easy to, so I keep holding the lid and I don't know why I'm holding the lid, but you do get a black lid with this one. It is very easy to cut these labels off because they're essentially just kind of shrink wrapped on. So if you take a knife and just make like a little cut here, you can very easily peel this off. And it does just have like a nice orange wax, which certainly fits within the season, obviously. But let's talk about these notes. The one that intrigued me the most was star anise. I really like this particular spice note. In fact, when I make my glühwein around the holidays, I love to add star anise into it because I just love that flavor. I don't even know how I can explain it to you. It just kind of smells like a warm spiciness, if that makes sense. It's not sharp to my nose. You have to smell it. Like, take yourself to a Penzeys spice store and ask to smell some star anise. It's really beautiful, and it's not particularly exotic. It just is, I don't know, it smells like the season to me. While I mostly notice star anise around, you know, my realm of being around the holidays because I put it in the glühwein, you know, you can also put it in cookie recipes. Like, it's very unique, and it's also a very pretty looking spice. It literally looks like a little star with like a little seed in the middle of it. But I get that star anise note in here, and I really like that a lot. I was curious about how that would pair with orange, but it pairs with orange quite well. It even, with that pomegranate, like, it's just a lovely combination. Speaking of the orange, this really truly is a blood orange scent. It is like a sweeter, deeper type of orange. If you've had like a regular, like Florida, like I think they're called navel oranges, and then you've had a blood orange, like, you know that there's a difference in the taste and in the like just fragrance of the actual fruit itself. To me, a blood orange is maybe slightly sweeter, but also maybe just a little bit more bitter and tangy in a way, but delicious. Like, I love blood oranges. I think they're so good. When I see them in the grocery store, like, I would totally favor a blood orange over like a navel orange. So really, really lovely note there. And it really does bring that little bit of like tanginess to it. And that pairs really nicely with that sweet pomegranate juice. Now the cinnamon stick is fabulous. It's not red hot cinnamon, which you guys know I normally despise. This is a pure cinnamon stick. Again, like the cinnamon sticks that I buy from Penzeys to put into my glühwein. Just more of like a softer Ceylon cinnamon rather than, again, that spicy red hot cinnamon. This is a great blend, you guys. I don't think that this is maybe the most universal scent that Homeworx has ever done. Like, I wouldn't guarantee that like everybody would love this, but I think it's really enjoyable, and I think it's something different for me for the fall, because normally I would not associate orange with being a fall scent. Like, orange to me is typically summer, right? But with it being that blood orange, it makes it maybe a little bit more, I guess, fall appropriate. But strength and throw on this one is really quite good, you guys. I'm gonna put this at like a 7 in terms of strength. This one has been quite strong for me. And I am not one to shy away from the fact that, you know, Homeworx has had some struggles with the strength and throw of their candles, especially this spring and summer. It was quite frustrating, obviously. But this one here, I think, is performing incredibly well in terms of strength, and it throws quite well also. I mean, I'm also gonna put that between like a 6.5 and a 7. It really does travel. And I have this in the family room, which the family room, especially in the corner that I have it in, it really does tend to want to like hold on to the fragrances like within that space. The airflow doesn't, I guess, push the fragrance out quite as much. And that's something that I really also think is important to keep in mind. Like, there could be like, I guess, quote unquote, dead zones in your house where you just don't have the airflow that is as good maybe as in other areas of the house. So I think it's worth sometimes moving a candle around if you can't smell it before deciding like, oh, this candle is not for me. This is not performing. I hate it. Get it out of my life. I regret ever buying this. Try moving it around first. Because sometimes that can make a difference. So, but even in that like kind of weird zone in my family room there, this is still throwing like out into the kitchen area, even into the entryway out here. So, yeah, I don't know. It's doing pretty darn good for me, and I'm enjoying the scent. So let's talk about the overall burn quality. I want to show you guys the top view here. Now, I did just light this right before starting to film this video, so it's not fully pulled out. You can see I have a little bit of residue on the sides of the jar there, a little bit more than maybe what I normally have, but this is not tunneling. That is just the slightest amount of residue there, if you can see that, and that is the whole way around, but no tunneling. I have trimmed these wicks. The first several burns, I was definitely trimming the wicks a little bit more diligently, but now that I'm near the end, I'm not finding that I'm needing to trim the wicks. Like, there's no mushroom tops forming on these particular ones. But if they do get long and they do that leaning thing, you need to trim them. Don't trim them too short, but just trim them a little bit, and they seem to do just fine. So, I don't know, I like this one. I'm glad I picked it up. I only got one, and I don't think I will get another one because I have like fall candles coming out of my ears right now, so I can't really afford to, like, you know, buy doubles or triples. But if this comes back next Halloween season, I would totally get this again. I think it's fun. I think it's something different, especially for me, not being the Halloween person. I feel like this is kind of a fun way for me to participate in the Halloween fragrances without stepping too far out of my usual like gourmand fruity comfort zone. Yeah, because I know a lot of Halloween scents can really come across as like heavy and super earthy, like way heavy on patchouli, way heavy on those, you know, decayed leaf type, I don't know what I'm trying to say, the decaying leaves note. There we go. Yeah, but this is kind of fresh. It's really delightful. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up for sure. Is it holy grail? No, but is it enjoyable? Absolutely, and I would recommend checking it out. Anyway, I hope this review was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out the description box right below this video for links on where to purchase this, the discount code information. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and be sure to subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.